Hello, my dear friends. Thank you for coming back to this little corner. Here, every video and every story shared is like a small gift, lovingly prepared for those who are living the most beautiful years after the age of 60. Together, we explore simple yet precious things to help maintain our health, our peace of mind, and our joy in everyday life. Have you ever wondered if there is something truly sweet that people with diabetes can still enjoy every day without worry, without fear of a sudden spike in blood sugar, something that is easy to find, easy to brew, and can help you feel lighter, sleep better, and keep your blood sugar steady without needing to take a single pill? If you're shaking your head, then today's story might surprise you. It is not an exotic miracle cure, but rather two types of tea with a naturally gentle and pleasant sweetness. Recent studies from the United States have shown that they can help support blood sugar control and reduce insulin resistance in older adults. And the special part is, you can easily find them at a supermarket near your home. If you or a loved one are struggling with diabetes every day, please don't leave this video just yet, because at the end, I will share a simple tip that may completely change how you care for your health starting today. Now, let's step into the first part of the story, which begins with a cool cup of tea, even gentler than a morning greeting. 1. Peppermint tea. I still remember the feeling of a cool afternoon when everything slowed down, and I sat by the window holding a steaming cup of peppermint tea in my hands. That scent, fresh and soothing, brought me back to my childhood days, when my grandmother used to pick a few mint leaves from the garden to make tea after each meal. No sugar, no honey, just the natural cool fragrance slowly spreading in my mouth and a lightness in my belly. At that time, I did not fully understand what she was doing. But now, after turning 60, I truly feel the value of that gentleness. Not just in flavor, but in the quiet healing inside the body. Peppermint tea is more than just a beverage. For older adults, it is a companion on the journey of digestive recovery, stress relief, and especially blood sugar support. Without making you worry about sweetness, you might be surprised to know that the natural sweetness in peppermint is not like sugar or honey. It is a mild, pure sweetness that does not raise blood sugar but helps ease cravings for sweets. Remarkably, peppermint tea has been recognized in many studies in the United States for its positive effects in helping people with diabetes feel more comfortable after meals and support stable glucose levels when used regularly. I once spoke with an elderly gentleman who lives in the suburbs. He shared that, ever since he started drinking peppermint tea every evening after dinner, he no longer craved late-night snacks. In the past, he would often feel hungry around 9 p.m. and could not resist cookies or a little condensed milk. But now, a warm cup of peppermint tea after dinner is enough to make him feel satisfied. He even said that his sleep is deeper, and he no longer wakes up feeling tired or heavy-headed. For many older people, digestive issues are a constant worry. The stomach feels bloated, gassy, and uncomfortable, especially after meals rich in protein or oil. Peppermint tea helps relax the smooth muscles in the digestive tract, reducing spasms and encouraging gentle bowel movements. Just one warm cup after a meal can make your stomach feel better, no longer tight or bloated. This not only helps you sleep better at night, but also reduces the risk of heartburn and acid reflux, which are more common with age. Peppermint tea also has another benefit that few people notice. It helps relieve mild muscle and joint aches. Many elderly individuals often experience lower back pain, sore knees, or overall body fatigue after doing housework or walking for long periods. A warm cup of peppermint tea can ease these sensations, not by treating them at the root, but by providing comfort, relaxing the muscles, and making you feel lighter to continue your day. It is like a cool breeze soothing every tired muscle after a long day. If you have ever woken up with a dull headache, especially around the forehead or temples, you will know how heavy that can make your day feel. Peppermint tea can help reduce these mild headaches by relaxing the muscles around the neck and head. A geriatric doctor once shared that many of his older patients feel more alert and clear-headed after drinking peppermint tea in the morning instead of coffee. There are no strong stimulants, no worries about jitteriness or insomnia. Peppermint tea awakens the body with freshness and gentleness, like opening a window after a long night. Especially in hot weather, you can prepare a pot of peppermint tea, let it cool, and add a few thin slices of lemon. Keep it in the fridge and enjoy it in the afternoon. It brings a refreshing feeling and quenches your thirst without needing sugary drinks. The natural light sweetness and cool aroma soothe your throat, while your stomach is comforted by the gentle essence of mint. This is a smart and safe way to enjoy sweetness for people with diabetes. Some people even share tips on using peppermint tea as a way to calm the mind before bed. They do not just drink it, but also use it to soak their feet, steam their face, or simply let the steam rise in the bedroom. That aroma helps them relax, ease anxiety, and sleep more deeply. This is not science fiction. Research on aromatherapy has shown that peppermint essential oil positively affects the nervous system area responsible for relaxation and sleep. Sometimes, what we need is not medication, but a bit of quiet and a scent from nature. Growing peppermint at home is also a special joy for older adults. You do not need a big garden. Just a small pot in a sunny spot, with daily watering, is enough to have fresh mint leaves anytime. Picking a few leaves by hand, rinsing them, placing them in hot water, and waiting for them to slowly infuse the tea is a ritual of emotional healing. And when you drink that tea, you will feel like you are caring for your body and soul in a proactive and loving way. An elderly man once told me that since he got into the habit of drinking peppermint tea every afternoon, not only has his digestion improved, but he has also lost more than 3 kilograms in 3 months without strict dieting, simply because the tea helps him eat less, crave sweets less, and no longer need sugary desserts like before. He also sleeps better, no longer waking up in the middle of the night because of a bloated stomach or frequent bathroom trips. Those small changes made a big difference in his quality of life. Another benefit older adults should know is that peppermint tea can gently support blood circulation. While it does not replace medication for heart conditions, peppermint helps improve blood flow thanks to its relaxing properties for those with low blood pressure or who feel dizzy when changing positions. Drinking warm peppermint tea after meals can help stabilize sensations and reduce lightheadedness. Peppermint tea is also a friend to memory. Some studies have shown that regularly using peppermint essential oil or drinking peppermint tea can improve alertness and concentration in older adults. Of course, this is not a cure for memory loss, but if there is something easy to drink that helps you feel more mentally awake, why not give it a try? Perhaps the most wonderful thing about peppermint tea is the feeling of being in control of your own health. Each cup of tea is a personal moment, a little time just for you. No hospital visits, no prescriptions, just sitting quietly, breathing deeply, and sipping the cool sweetness of peppermint to feel your body being heard and cared for. 2. Fennel seed tea. If peppermint is like a cool breeze soothing the body after a long day, then fennel seed tea is like a warm hug for the belly and the heart that needs comforting for many older adults. Fennel is not unfamiliar. In the meals of the past, it appeared in soups, stews, and in the traditional herbal remedies that grandparents used whenever someone had a stomachache, bloating, or indigestion. And now, as life becomes more modern and faster, fennel seeds return in a simpler form, as a warm cup of tea at the end of the day, carrying the flavors of childhood and the healing touch of nature. You may be surprised to learn that fennel seeds have a very distinct sweetness, not a sharp sweetness like sugar, but a gentle one, similar to licorice, slightly cool and slightly warm. What's special is that this sweetness does not affect blood sugar. In fact, it can help reduce cravings and stabilize blood glucose levels when consumed regularly. Many people with type 2 diabetes have reported noticeable changes in their hunger between meals after drinking fennel tea every day. They no longer feel famished or reach for snacks when the afternoon comes. That sense of fullness does not come from the stomach, but from the mental satisfaction brought by the natural flavor. A woman over 65 once shared with me that since she started drinking fennel seed tea in the evening, she no longer experienced gurgling or bloating whenever she had a late dinner in the past. Just one fatty meal would make her stomach feel tight like a drum, her sleep would be restless, and she would wake up feeling heavy. But now, one warm cup of tea after a meal has changed everything. Her stomach feels lighter, her mind is calmer, and she wakes up feeling refreshed. She no longer needs medication for bloating, and that makes her feel in control of her health, less dependent on drugs than before. The most outstanding property of fennel seeds is their digestive support. They help gently stimulate bowel movements, soothe the intestinal lining, and reduce bloating and cramps, especially after overeating or consuming hard-to-digest foods. Unlike laxatives that cause strong reactions and can leave the body feeling tired, fennel tea works in a natural and gentle way. Drink a cup in the evening and you may find yourself feeling lighter the next morning, without discomfort in the stomach. For those taking various medications daily, especially for heart conditions, blood pressure, or diabetes, feelings of nausea, loss of appetite, or indigestion are quite common. Fennel seed tea can help ease mild nausea and reduce reflux or belching after taking medicine. Some people even use diluted fennel tea as a mouth rinse to clean the mouth after taking bitter or strongly scented pills. Its light sweetness and natural fragrance freshen the breath gently. Beyond digestive benefits, fennel tea also helps soothe discomfort during hormonal changes in older women. Hot flashes, restlessness, inner heat, or mild nighttime cramps are common symptoms during menopause. The warmth of the tea, along with the natural oils from fennel seeds, helps relax the body, improve circulation, and bring a greater sense of calm each evening. When consumed before bed, the tea helps you fall asleep more easily without the tossing and turning of previous nights. There is also an interesting benefit many people are unaware of. Fennel seed tea can naturally freshen the breath after meals with garlic, onions, or heavily spiced dishes. A cup of fennel tea can neutralize odors and leave your mouth feeling fresher. Some older adults with dry mouth or salivary gland issues say that fennel tea helps reduce dryness in the morning, especially when used after brushing their teeth. Fennel tea also supports the removal of excess water from the body, a common issue for older people, especially those who experience mild swelling in the hands, feet, or ankles. Though not as strong as diuretics, fennel tea works slowly and gently, helping the body adjust naturally without disturbing the electrolyte balance. Drinking 1 cup daily, combined with elevating the legs and gentle exercise, can noticeably reduce swelling. Some elderly individuals have shared that they often feel heavy or sluggish after lunch, especially in hot weather. Fennel tea, with its light sweetness and soothing essential oils, provides a gentle alertness without the need for coffee or strong green tea. It does not overstimulate, does not cause a racing heartbeat, but instead helps you stay just alert enough to continue your day in a relaxed and peaceful way. If you enjoy discovering new flavors, try combining fennel tea with a few slices of fresh apple while it's still hot. The apple softens the boldness of the fennel and adds a light fruity aroma, making it a healthy dessert-like drink. Some people also add a few cucumber slices or mint leaves to create a cold summer tea. The variety of preparation methods keeps it from becoming boring and makes the habit easier to maintain. For those who care for elderly loved ones, fennel tea can become a part of a gentle evening routine. A cup of tea after dinner, a few quiet stories, and soft lighting are enough to create a warm and loving evening. A daughter once shared that since she started giving her mother fennel tea every night, the elderly woman slept more deeply, complained less of stomach pain, and woke up more refreshed, without many words. That small act expressed all the love and care she had for her mother. If you enjoy gardening, fennel is very easy to grow. Just a small pot of soil placed in the sun and watered regularly will give you fresh seeds all year round. The feeling of sowing, harvesting, and brewing your own tea is a unique experience that connects you with nature and nourishes the spirit. An elderly man once told me that after over 20 years of taking diabetes medication, he always felt something was missing to truly make his body feel at ease. but since adding a cup of fennel seed tea every afternoon, he no longer feels entirely dependent on medication. He feels lighter, eats better, and most importantly, his mind is no longer under constant stress. This may not show up on medical charts, but it is a real improvement in his quality of life. Fennel tea is like an old gift rediscovered from the drawer of memories. It is not loud, not expensive, not flashy, but brings the kind of warmth and gentleness that older people truly appreciate. Once you become familiar with this tea, you will realize that not everything complicated is the solution. Sometimes, simplicity itself creates the most lasting change. When we think about health in old age, we often think about medicine, hospitals, medical tests, and numbers. But sometimes, it is the simplest things that quietly become turning points, helping the body to heal and the mind to find peace. The two types of tea you and I have explored in this story, peppermint tea and fennel seed tea, are not miracle cures, but in each cup lies a way of caring for yourself with gentleness, patience, and love. It is no coincidence that more and more health experts are encouraging older adults to return to natural habits, because in the end, our bodies do not need much more than attentive listening and daily care from ourselves. A cup of tea after a meal, a moment of stillness, a light scent drifting through the mind, and from there, positive changes begin. No need to try too hard, no need to force ourselves to be perfect. Just by maintaining small but consistent habits, we will begin to feel better, more balanced, and more at ease in our later years. Let peppermint tea ease your mild aches, help you sleep well, and refresh you each morning. Let fennel seed tea support your digestion, lighten your stomach, and ease your worries after every meal. These two teas not only offer the sweetness of nature, but also bring sweetness to the soul. And more than that, they are a gentle reminder that you can still do so much to take care of yourself in a proactive way, without dependence, without haste. If today you begin with a cup of tea, then tomorrow you may begin with a smile, and if you continue that each day, you will come to realize that old age is not a decline, but a journey back to simplicity, peace, and a life more whole than ever before.